Hello, Leo, and welcome to a Timeless Justice for Leo readings, where we discuss the topic of justice. However, the conversation would like to be led via the two sister energies that I read for. However, on this channel, it belongs to the energies of Sekhmet. Bear in mind that I, Seventh, the interpreter of these energies, will deliver these insights to the highest vibrational form bestowed upon me. However, bear in mind that you have tapped into a collective reading that I, Seventh, am holding at this time. This is not a personal one-to-one connection that you and I have set time for, so it's important that you utilize your discernment, take the bits and pieces that you like, and leave there anything behind in the reading with me that may not have resonated. However, the conversation would like to be held as the topic of justice may or may not sound for you as the listener as being merciful and merciless. However, bear in mind, it is in true form. However, Sekhmet would like to have the conversation. However, you are here, however you are in relationship to Leo and or the latter is in true form to take this storytelling upon yourself. And just bear in mind that I'm Seventh, aka Master Seventh, that reads these energies for you. I'm a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Please bear in mind that femininity and masculinity are non-gender specific. However, femininity has both femininity and masculinity. Masculinity as well has both femininity and masculinity. Feel free to check out the description box below to see whether or not how to get access to my sister channel as mentioned, the energies of Bastet, as well as gaining access to my website that you'll get more information as to who I am as Seventh, as well as book any readings or services that I have made available for you. All right, now that I get all that out of the way, justice for Leo. It's hard for you to not lend a helping hand to people. It's hard for you to not be motivated by other people's experiences and their highs and lows and want to change that. A lot of you are natural born leaders, meaning you understand there's a role other than yourself to kind of like play handle with a baton to, and you are awkward in the role, to be honest. Like, you don't know if you love it or hate it. You don't know if you are essentially doing the role right, whether that role is being a parent, a mother or a father, whether that role is managerial, tending to more than a staff of one, sharing managerial roles with more than one person, or just anything really where there is a knowing that you can impact someone, and you take that very deeply. On the other side, there is a cry out of seeing that and being emotionally attracted or magnetizing that visceral need coming from the other side, needing that as well, needing validation, needing guttural acceptance and non-judgment is deeply important for you to continue perpetuating this love of family, love of seeing someone for who they are and valuing them for who they are being or becoming. There's a lot of doubt here. The doubt is bleeding from not really knowing the value of what conditional love is for you and what is unconditional love for you. Because there is a quick indoctrinated version to assume that the family you were born into or the family that you might be adopted by is a 100% denomination of family. Yet life may have taught you, conversations with other people or even your own experiences may have taught you that that immediate sense of symbolism that's supposed to come with that is not emotionally fulfilling. So some of you have become black sheep and are the outliers, and I condone you for listening to the inner dialogue of your truth to help navigate you to walk in that freedom of justice for that truth. Because walking in that freed you into becoming more vulnerable with who and what you are, maybe tweaking some expectations and standards of yourself and others, or at least be drawn to the attraction of that pursuit of possibility and that gift you can give yourself of taking the pressure off. There's a lot of you who are like coming through a pressure cooker kind of shit. Like, you're gonna fucking explode if you have one more responsibility to add on. One more bill that's going to remind you that you're late. Like, if someone is going to like just add a bit more salt where it's not necessary, you're gonna lose your shit. Before, you may have lost your shit with other people. Now you've matured in more or less being upset with yourself because of you're maybe possibly leading with the knowledge that you can change your reaction to certain things, or at least learning that. And that's a valuable approach to also walk in the freedom of what it is that you're listening to internally, because no one externally of you listens and hears the things that you are hearing or feeling or listening to. So the only remnants that they get is seeing what you do and how you act. And that is becoming more and more clear. That sense of awareness, whether that's in relationships or those to come, has become more and more aware to help you gain a better sense of conscientiousness to the internal dialogue and remaining true to him or her, so that you don't feel lost ever, while you might run into an external detour that's asking you, maybe you can't go here, you gotta go the other way. And to handle that at any moment, those coincidences or things you may have not known, or the reactions that are done by other people, or the effects and cause and effect of other people that kind of bleed into your existence or circumstances, become easier to manage. And that's the pursuit that you're on. It's a very intricate, deep internal braiding of some sense of self-awareness. However, that can be braided together, whether that's a couple of threads from the relationship in your life, braided in with a thread of career, it's slowly braiding it together. Whether that means that thread from either or needs to be replenished or changed, that comes with the quality of having things being braiding together and having them make sense to you. And that sense of safety will come not from logic or reason, it's going to come from a certain frame of flow. Magician, Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. I feel for some of you, okay, so the message is some of you owe your subconscious some message, and what I could tell the ego of you, Leo, is to listen to ego sun sign of Sagittarius readings, like a few of them, or for however long that message may keep your curiosity. Because I'm seeing alchemy needs to be triggered within you, and that will come across from that Sagittarius constellation of the alchemist. And that's what your subconscious really needs to kind of feel connected to what it is possible to feel and be connected to. To see your own ebb and flow change. It's truly not about logic. It's truly not about your emotions. You'll learn that once you realize that your emotions have been triggered and the way you're reacting is different, it's maybe becoming more logical. And the moments where you're more logical, you're realizing, fuck, I'm very emotional, and I usually am not emotional, I'm usually very logical. This is for a reason. The feminine and masculine within you is being stretched in all fucking forms you can fucking imagine, and it's multidimensional. In the very beginning, I highlighted to remind you, femininity and masculinity is not gender specific. So however you are inundated with knowing what femininity is, there's a whole shadow aspect to that. Same thing with masculinity, because femininity has both feminine and masculinity. Masculinity as well has both feminine and masculinity. So to make that make sense is to have an ebb and flow of what it means to have the alpha masculinity of your physical, emotional, spiritual self, as well as the alpha femininity of the emotional, spiritual, and physical and soul self. That is all being pressed, while you're being recognized for the process you have done. I'm hearing for the due process. And to help you understand what justice is and the vibrations of being here in this reading and hearing that call and hearing that sense of source, that it's also then a resource. And you are, again, it's a flow. So whatever that is, it's a bunch of yeses and nos and maybes determining a fucking flow to get to the center. And you are embracing this because you are it's kind of like deer in a headlight. You have no option but to face this. And I like it because it includes darkness and light. You cannot be a magician and not understand the respect you have to give to shadow in order to get the things that you've gotten in the laws of attraction and laws of manifestation, and fucking vice versa. You cannot just attract the guttural, fucking decisive dark energy and not think that by keeping it locked in that you are causing an imbalance to to the things that are actually meant to harvest and outgrow the current situation. So that's it. It is what it is. I'm here. All right. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning or night wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.